Mrs. Searle, I present to you the Hants East Rural High graduating class of 2025.
We would like, it's not on. No, it's not on. I don't have a stand-up comedy.
Test 1, 2, test.
That we are Mi'kma'ki, the traditional or ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people whose histories, legacies, and contributions have enriched the part of Mi'kma'ki known as Nova Scotia for over 400 years. At this time, I would invite you to remain standing if you're able, and I'd have Brian Knockwood and Colin McDonald from Eastern Eagle Singers to come forward to sing the honor song, and then that will be followed by Mel Shinoska, who will be performing O Canada for us. So remain standing if you're able.
Nega Maxto
Thank you. You may be seated. Stage guests, staff, families, friends, community members, but most importantly, our honored graduates of 2025. Welcome, Jalasi, bienvenue to Hants Rural High School's graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, and certainly thank you for providing the support and guidance that has helped contribute to the success of these graduates. It's going to be such an exciting afternoon, and it's not crazy hot out there, so we're really happy about that as well. Just a few housekeeping items before we begin. Certainly exits are in the AV room where you entered the AV. There's two doors on either side. There's also doors in the back, which we'll keep open to hopefully get a little breeze. And there's also washrooms in the AV room where you came in. So also feel free to take photographs throughout the ceremony, but we will certainly try and keep things moving along. So, without further ado, let's get started. At this time, I'd like to introduce and call upon a few of our stage guests to bring greetings to our graduates. So first we'll start with Cody Blois, Member of Parliament.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute privilege to be here today to celebrate our 2025 graduates, and I have the privilege of representing 7 different high schools in Kings Hants, but you can appreciate this one is the most important because 16 years ago, I was sitting in those very seats. And Mr. Sherry, of course, reminded me not to, he said, don't take 30 minutes up here talking. And I said, don't worry, Craig, it won't be more than 3 minutes. But he hasn't aged at all in 16 years. He still looks just the same as he did in 2009. Look, to the graduates, this is your day. Enjoy it. 16 years later, I still have core memories of sitting in those seats with my friends, with the people that I went through the journey of finishing high school with my teachers, some of whom are still here, and the friendships and relationships that were made and continue to last to this day. And so cherish this day, and wherever you go next, I want you to be very proud to have grown up here in East Hants, to have attended and to graduated, ultimately graduated from Hants East Rural High, because I know some of you are sitting there saying, look, I can't wait to get anywheres around the world. I want to get out of Hants County. Some of you may want to start a business here who want to live here. You might be going to university, taking a trade, or figuring out what comes next. But wherever you go, be dang proud to have grown up here in Hants County, to have been a Hants East Tiger, because the education and the relationships and the experience that you've had here will serve you well in whatever you do. So I do want to wish you all the best in what comes next. And the last thing I would say is this. Often we get into these types of ceremonies and we say, look, you're the leaders of tomorrow. You're our young leaders. We can't wait. You're the leaders of today. And we need your leadership in every which way. And I promise you, whether or not it's in athletics, whether it's in academics, math, science, or theater. I had the opportunity to be here for the theater play, and I just saw such tremendous talent. Think about the ways in which you can use your talents to make a difference to those around you, to make a difference in your community, your province, your country. We will be better off as a result. So enjoy the day. Congratulations to all the parents and families. It's a very proud day, and you should be very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Cody. You'll be happy to know that we're working on reupholstering all the seats, so we're over halfway done. A little different from 16 years ago. Next up, I'd like to invite John A. McDonald, MLA.
I want to thank you for the invitation. Congratulations, grads. I keep it quick, as most people who've had to been in here with me before. Just remember 2 things. Remember where you came from, and remember it's okay to make a mistake and fail. You'll learn more from failures than going forward. Oh, and I guess it was 3, because the third one was make a difference. So say thank you. Realize that nobody gets to where they are by themselves. I didn't get to where I was by myself. Nobody does. There's a huge team of them. For you, your team is all around here and in the gym. But just remember that going forward, and you will be the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you.
And we have a couple of guests from Chignecto Central Regional Center of Education with us. We have Karen Cooling, Regional Executive Director of Education. And we also have Tina Knoll, Family of School Supervisor. So I'm going to ask that Tina come up and say a few words on behalf of the region.
Leanne's called me distinguished in the past. This is the first year I've come to speak and I haven't heard that I'm distinguished. So Leanne mentioned on the way over that not this year, but not for any reason, just so you know. I do want to give a couple of pieces of advice. One is that when I graduated back in 1990, which was a few years ago, I didn't think I'd be speaking in front of people. I thought I wanted to teach, but I didn't think this was the thing I'd be doing. So you never know what's ahead of you. The other thing is to always be prepared, because my speech is on my phone and it just died. So we're going to do this speech because I do think I know what I'm going to say, but I wanted to wish you well. It's important to know where you are, but it's also important to know where you came from. And so I've done this before. Just want to do a quick check to the graduates. Has anybody here attended elementary school in Elmsdale? And if you have, just put your hand up real quick. Thank you. I know it's hard to see from here. From Maple Ridge Elementary School. From LSK. From Shubenacadie District. And I did see a number of them there this morning taking a picture, which was really nice that they got to come all dressed up for a picture at their elementary school. To Enfield District students. And I have to say, it's very proud to be able to come to your graduation after seeing you in primary to 5. So it's just been a real honor to be able to see you get to this point. Riverside Education Center. There should be a lot of hands up for that one. Yeah, I was going to say. There are students here that have not attended those schools, but have attended schools in other areas of Nova Scotia. So if you've attended other schools besides Hants East in Nova Scotia, thank you. Other parts of Canada, thanks. And we may have some graduates who have come or who have been at other schools around the world. So if you want to raise your hand if you've been at other schools around the world. Thank you. It's important to know that Hants East is made up of not just Hants East people, but people who have come here and made our school communities richer. Just the last piece of advice to all of you is I wish you well as you start this new chapter, and I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
And I'd also like to certainly recognize and welcome Chief Glasgow from Spagnagity. We're really pleased that you're able to be here with us this afternoon. Okay, here's my turn. Don't worry, I'll try to be short and sweet. Good afternoon, class of 2025. It's really hard to believe this day is here. You've reached the finish line of this chapter. And what a journey it's been. You began high school in 2021 under circumstances that were anything but typical, starting in grade 9 with all those COVID restrictions still in place. And then to start your grade 12 year under a new cell phone directive. It's quite the summer preparing for that one, for both you and for us. Through it all, you persevered, you've managed change, and you've really succeeded. Over the past 4 years, you've left your mark on Hants East in so many ways. Not only have you had academic achievements, you've also performed on stage, you've taken part in athletics, you've created lasting art on our walls and on our ceilings, showcasing and just represented your school and community with heart. Many of you even crossed oceans together on a trip to Europe. And as a class, you've also helped shape one of the most impactful traditions in our school, Relay for Life, raising over $200,000 for cancer research since it began the same year you did. That legacy, I am sure, will carry on for years to come at Hants East. What also stood out this year in particular is the way that you've brought fun and spirit into the building. Whether it was hosting a grad breakfast in the school parking lot, which the teachers really enjoyed, or bringing energy to theme days and events, and how can we forget the never-ending swim goggles? Your good humor and your willingness to show up for one another has made this year something special. While you've shared a lot as a class, it is also true that each of you took a different path to get here. Some of you found high school to be smooth sailing. Others had to push through harder days. But each of you earned this moment, and that speaks to your strength, your persistence, and your growth. As you step forward from here, I want to leave you with 3 reflections, thoughts, advice, call it what you want. Don't rush the next chapter. Take your time, explore, try things, fail, try again. There's no set timeline for success, and it's normal and okay to not yet know what you want to do next. Choose courage over comfort. Be bold, speak up, lean into what challenges you the most. The greatest growth often comes from the moments that feel the most uncertain. Stand up for what is right rather than what is easy. And keep showing up for others. The world needs kind, steady people. Be someone who listens, someone who encourages, and someone who just makes things better by just being there. And finally, cherish this time. It may not have always felt easy, but these years, this community, these friendships, these memories, they're a part of what has shaped you. Life moves fast. Things change quickly. So take the time to look around today, be present, and hold on to the people and the moments that matter most. Class of 2025, you've made your mark. In fact, you are the class that may be remembered for the year the school parking lot was paved. Sometimes you drove a little too fast on it. You've brought leadership, laughter, kindness, and pride to HERH. We are so proud of you and everything that you've become. Go forward with confidence, stay true to who you are, and you'll always, who you are and everything you've become. Go forward with confidence, stay true to who you are, and remember, you'll always be part of the HERH story. Congratulations. So we're now the part of the afternoon where presentations of diplomas and certificates and prizes. It's really a wonderful time to see how smart, how talented, brave, and courageous these graduates really are. I'm going to invite our 2 vice principals to lead this part of the afternoon. So that'll be Trudy Eisner and Natalie Horn, and I believe we're starting with Miss Eisner. Take this and take my water.
Yeah, I have mine. All set? You all set? All right, let's do this. Mohammed Abdelghani, CEP. Mohammed plans to attend St. Mary's University for a Bachelor of Commerce. Today he's receiving an entrance scholarship of $4,000 presented by Chris Stockdale. Alessio Allegro, honors with distinction. Alessio will be returning home to Italy to finish school. Diego Amarim, honors with distinction. Diego will be returning to Hants East. Kara Anderson, Integrated French. Kara will be attending Mount Allison University for a Bachelor of Arts with a major in English. Today, she is receiving an enhanced entrance scholarship of $20,000 and an entrance bursary of $4,000, both presented by Alexa Eisner. Brock Andrews. Brock will be attending NSCC for the Criminal Justice Program. Kaysen Augustine. Kaysen will be attending NSCC for Business Administration. Today, he is receiving the Geraldine Maloney Memorial Award of $500, presented by Charlene Capage, and an Indian Brook Achievement Award of $5,000, and an Indian Brook Education Department grad incentive of $1,000, presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Zoe Awalt, Honors, French Immersion. Zoe will be attending NSCC for Early Childhood Education. Kaylee Bainbridge, Honors with Distinction, French Immersion. Kaylee will be attending St. Mary's University for a Bachelor of Arts in Criminology and Psychology. Today, she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $5,000, a New Canadian Education Award of $2,500, the Constable Heidi Stevenson Humanitarian Bursary of $1,000, all presented by Amy Miller. She's also receiving the Lions Memorial Bursary of $1,200, presented by Lion Judy Slonwhite, the 9 Mile River Community Bursary of $200, presented by Denise Noble, the General Legion Fund Bursary of $200, and IODE Nova Scotia Bursary of $500, both presented by Amy Jo Camo. Macy Banfield, Honors. Macy will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for a Bachelor of Science. Today, she is receiving the Dennis and Lila Cooper Memorial Bursary from Elmsdale Landscaping of $1,000, presented by John Nolan, and also the Milford Rec Bursary of $500, presented by Peter Giffen. Kevin Bannister, Honors. Kevin plans to attend Corridor Community Options for Adults, and today he is receiving the Richie Gilby Special Achievement Award from Brianna and Megan Gilby. Ashlyn Barbrick. Ashlyn will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for the Child and Youth Program. Today, she is receiving an entrance scholarship of $16,000, presented by Danielle Glode. Georgia Barkhouse, Honors with Distinction, French Immersion. Georgia will be attending Holland College for the Licensed Practical Nursing Program. Patrick Barry Rideout. Patrick will be joining the military. Dawson Barter. Dawson will be joining the workforce. Callie Baxter, Honors with Distinction. Callie will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $6,500 and a Carruthers, McDonnell, and Robson Law Office Bursary of $250, both presented by Shannon Myers. She's also receiving the Chris Myers Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Chris Myers Jr. Savannah Beck. Savannah will be attending NASCAD University for a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Brandon Berkman. Brandon's future plans include heavy-duty mechanics. Joanne Blackwell, CEP. Joanne will be attending NSCC for culinary management. Aiden Bourgeois, honors with distinction, French immersion. Aiden will be attending Dalhousie University for engineering. Brianna Bootlier, honors with distinction. Brianna will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Today she's receiving a renewable entrance scholarship of $3,000, Constable Heidi Stevenson Humanitarian Bursary of $1,000, and a Guardian Pharmacy Health and Wellness Bursary of $500, all presented by Alexa Eisner. She's also receiving the Grace Bethel Bursary with Colchester Regional Hospital of $2,000, presented by Elva Haggerty. She's receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Emma Brannon. Emma will be attending Dalhousie Agricultural University for a diploma in engineering. Today she's receiving a general entrance scholarship of $4,000 and the John Bennery Memorial Bursary from Basin Contracting of $1,500, both presented by Chris Stockdale. She's also receiving the Hants Progressive Conservative Association Bursary of $250, presented by John A. McDonald, and a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Faith Brimacombe, CEP. Faith will be attending Algonquin College for welding and fabrication. Kelsey Brothers, honors with distinction. Kelsey will be attending NSCC for electronic engineering technology. Today she's receiving the Derek Hines Memorial Bursary from the Shaw Group of $750, presented by Frankie Bishop. Ewan Brown. Ewan will be joining the Canadian Armed Forces as a boatswain in the Navy. Tegan Brown, honors, French immersion. Tegan will be attending the Naval Experience Program to be a Marine technician. Ashlyn Burton, honors with distinction. Ashlyn will be attending Dalhousie University for a Bachelor of Science. Today she's receiving a general entrance award of $12,000, presented by Jen Noel. Jack Campbell, honors. Jack will be attending NSCC for civil engineering. Dylan Casey, honors with distinction. Dylan will be attending Dalhousie University for a Bachelor of Health Science in Radiological Technology. Today she's receiving a renewable entrance scholarship of $2,500, presented by Amy Miller. Aiden Castles. Aiden will be attending an apprenticeship program for electrical. Adelaide Kavdar. Adelaide will be returning home to Turkey to attend the University of Gallipoli for biotechnology. Ava Chatfield, honors with distinction. Ava will be attending the Academy of Cosmetology for cosmetology. Morgan Clark. Morgan will be attending NSCC in Truro for practical nursing. Abigail Connor, honors with distinction. Abigail will be attending Dalhousie University for medical sciences. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $38,000 presented by Rachel DeVries. She's also receiving the Bill Brown Memorial Scholarship from Shaw Resources for $750 presented by Frankie Bishop. And she's receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Ella Connor, honors with distinction. Ella will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Business Administration. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $1,500, another renewable scholarship of $2,000 per year, and an entrance to business scholarship of $1,000, all presented by Chris Stockdale. Trinity Couturier-Liu, honors with distinction. Trinity will be attending CBBC for the Medical Lab Assistant Program. Charlie Cox, honors with distinction, Integrated French. Charlie will be attending Crandall University for Bachelor of Science in Biology. Today he's receiving a Canadian Parents for French bursary of $250 presented by Amy Jo Camo. Casey Cox, honors. Casey will be attending Southern Alberta Institute of Technology for Non-Destructive Testing Foundations Program. Ava Crowdis, honors with distinction. Ava will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for an undergraduate degree in Child and Youth Studies. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $16,000 presented by Ashley Cameron and an Earthkeepers bursary of $250 presented by Jessica Bedford. Enrique Carrado. Enrique will be returning home to Brazil to further his education. Jackson Daniels, CEP. Jackson is planning to join the workforce. Devin Daw, honors. Devin will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in accounting. Today he's receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and an Elmsdale Branch 48 Poppy Fund Bursary of $500 presented by Comrade President Scott Hurdle. Lindsay Day, O2. Lindsay will be attending NSCC for metal fabrication. Sarah Dagg, honors with distinction. Sarah will be attending Dalhousie AC for bioveterinary program. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $2,500, a youth and care scholarship which provides full tuition, both presented by Alexa Eisner. She's also receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and an Elmsdale Branch 48 Poppy Fund Bursary of $1,000, presented by Comrade President Scott Hurdle. Broden Dwaron. Broden will be joining the workforce. Annalise Doucette. Annalise will be going to Mount St. Vincent University for the Child and Youth Studies program. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $8,000, presented by Amy Miller. Jagger Douglas, honors with distinction. Jagger will be attending Dalhousie University for engineering. Today he's receiving an entrance award of $3,000, a General Legion Fund bursary of $100, and a Port of Halifax award of $1,000, presented by Shannon Myers. He's also receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Joshua Doyle. Joshua will be attending NSCC for the Industrial Mechanical Program. Devin Dunphy, honors with distinction. Devin will be attending St. FX University for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Today he's receiving an entrance scholarship of $24,000 and a Hanson T. Dowell Athletic Scholarship with Hockey Nova Scotia for $2,000, presented by Chris Stockdale. He's also receiving the Dr. James T. Snow Bursary of $1,000, presented by Craig Merriam, a Lance Volunteer Fire Department Bursary of $750, presented by Glenn Paul, Braden Bannister Humble and Kind Bursary of $500, and a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Nova Scotia Freemasons Bursary from the C.W. Saunders Masonic Lodge number 125 for $1,500, presented by Very Worshipful Brother Craig Savory. And a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Jewel Eastman, CEP. Jewel will be attending NSCC for motor vehicle repair. Anna Edel. Anna will be attending the New Brunswick College of Craft and Design for art. Chase Eichenboom. Chase will be attending Dal AC for business management. Today he's receiving an entrance scholarship of $3,000 and a PSANS bursary of $500, presented by Amy Miller. Merrick Emberley Curry. Merrick will be attending NSCC for Electrical Engineering Technology. Today he's receiving a Gold Bond Canada bursary of $200 and a General Legion Fund bursary of $200, both presented by Jen Noel. He's also receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Jaden Fazio. Jaden will be attending Acadia University for a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Today, he's receiving an SEE Legion bursary of $1,500 presented by Craig Sherry and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Abigail Feltham, honors with distinction. Abigail will be attending NSCC Ivany campus for electronic engineering technology. Brody Fitzgerald. Brody will be joining the workforce. Blake Fleming, honors with distinction. Blake will be attending St. Mary's University for finance. Today he's receiving an entrance scholarship of $5,000 presented by Chris Stockdale. Amber Foley, honors with distinction. Amber will be attending St. FX University for a Bachelor of Arts with a major in psychology. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $7,000 presented by Lexi Yerling. Anna Foster, honors with distinction. Anna will be attending the University of New Brunswick for an arts degree in psychology. Today she's receiving a renewable entrance scholarship of $2,000 and a veterans bursary of $2,500 presented by John Nolan, and a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Jillian Fraser, French immersion. Jillian will be attending St. FX for a Bachelor of Business Administration. Kingsley Garrison, CEP. Kingsley is currently working towards his Red Seal in carpentry framing. Lily Gatto, honors with distinction. Lily will be attending St. FX for a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $12,000 presented by Amy Miller, a St. FX Canadian Scholarship of $24,000, and a St. FX Alumni Endowment Award of $1,000, both presented by John Nolan. She's also receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and an Elmsdale Branch 48 Poppy Fund bursary of $1,000 presented by Comrade President Scott Hurdle. Gage Gilby, French immersion. Gage will be joining the workforce. Today he's receiving an SEE Legion bursary of $250 presented by Amy Jo Camo, and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Zach Gillis. Zach is taking a gap year, and then he will decide on his future plans. Lillian Glasgow, honors with distinction. Lillian will be attending St. Mary's University for a Bachelor of Arts with a major in anthropology. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $5,000 presented by Perry Colley, and an Indian Brook Achievement Award of $5,000 and an Indian Brook Education Department grad incentive of $1,000 presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Lyric Glavin, honors with distinction. Lyric will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for a Bachelor of Arts in Child and Youth Studies. Today, he's receiving an entrance scholarship of $12,000, a Constable Heidi Stevenson Humanitarian Bursary of $1,000, and a Legion Poppy Fund Bursary of $1,000, presented by Stephanie Eisner. Evan Grant. Evan will be attending Dalhousie University for agricultural business. Aisling Green, honors. Aislinn will be attending NSCC for business administration. Carter Green. Carter will be attending St. Mary's University for engineering. Today he's receiving an entrance award of $6,000 presented by Lexi Yearlink and a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Pukraj Griwal. Pukraj is taking a gap year and will decide on his plans at a future date. Lily Guscott. Lily will be joining the military. Liam Hall, honors and O2. Liam will be attending NSCC for business management. Zachary Hankey, CEP. Zachary will be attending NSCC for automotive service and repair. Joshua Head, CEP. Joshua will be joining the workforce. Martin Huxhorst, honors with distinction, integrated French. Martin will be attending Dalhousie University for a Bachelor of Science. Today he's receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and the Shirley Ann Fraser Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Lexi Yearlink. Hallie Higgins. Hallie will be attending Cape Breton University for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Corey Hillier. Corey will be attending NSCC Ivany Campus for graphic design. Madison Hilt, honors with distinction, French immersion. Madison will be attending St. FX for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $7,000, a St. FX alumni endowment award of $1,000, and a Life Touch bursary of $500, presented by Amy Miller. She's also receiving a Grace Bethel Award with Colchester Regional Hospital for $2,000, presented by Elva Haggerty. Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Ethan Allen Hines. Ethan is currently enrolled in the electrician program at NSCC. Ethan Michael Hines. Ethan is currently enrolled in the electrician program at NSCC. Is that correct? Is that right? Ethan is receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Sorry, Ethan. I wasn't sure if I made a mistake or not. Sophia Francisco. Sophia will be attending St. Mary's University for a Bachelor of Commerce. Alexis Hitchcock, Honors, CEP. Alexis will be joining the workforce. Sophie Kate Holman, Honors with Distinction. Sophie will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Science in Biology. Today she's receiving an Acadia University President's Scholarship and Entrance Award of a total of $34,000, an NSISP Ambassador Bursary of $2,000, and a Halifax County Local NSTU Bursary of $500, all presented by Jen Noel. She's also receiving a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Freya Howe, Honors with Distinction. Freya will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Today she's receiving an entrance scholarship of $9,000, presented by Danielle Glode. Aiden Humble, O2. Aiden's future plans are undecided at this time. Caden Hutchinson, Honors with Distinction. Aiden will be attending Dal AC, taking International Food Business. Today he's receiving a Life Touch bursary of $500 and an Antigonish Farmers Mutual Insurance bursary of $1,250, both presented by Chris Stockdale. He's also receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Royal LePage bursary of $1,000, presented by Tim Eisner. Christian Eisner, O2. Christian plans to enter the apprenticeship program for heavy-duty mechanics with the Student Transport of Canada. Evan Eisner, Honors. Evan plans to join the workforce. Madison Eisner, Honors with Distinction. Madison plans to attend UPEI for a Bachelor of Science in the pre-vet program. Today she's receiving a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Sydney Eisner. Sydney will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Business. Today she's receiving a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Finn Jones. Finn's future plans are undecided at this time. Gerline Kaur. Gerline is taking a gap year with future plans to attend NSCC for the dental assisting program. Connor Keith, Honors with Distinction, French Immersion. Connor plans to attend St. Francis Xavier University for a Bachelor of Science. Today he's receiving an entrance scholarship of $7,000, presented by Sherry Kroll, a Canadian Parents for French bursary of $250, presented by Amy Jo Camo, and a Perry R. Giffen Memorial bursary of $1,000 with an IBM match program of $1,000, presented by Peter Giffen. Max Knezovich. honors. Max will be attending NSCC Truro campus for Business Administration and Accounting. Today, he's receiving a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Lucy Lejeune, honors with distinction, 02. Lucy will be attending Mount St. Vincent University with a major in sociology. Katie Lemon, honors with distinction. Katie plans to attend DeBert Flight Center for a private pilot's license and then get a private pilot's license certification followed by a commercial pilot's license. Today, Katie is receiving a Shaw Group Scholarship of $750 presented by Frankie Bishop and a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Maya Liberatore, honors. Maya will be attending the attending NSCC for the Social Services Program. Today she's receiving a Joyce Family Foundation bursary of $500 per semester presented by Alexa Eisner. Camden Lushman. Camden will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for a Bachelor of Arts in History. Today he's receiving an entrance scholarship of a renewable entrance scholarship of $1,000 presented by Chris Stockdale.
We're halfway there, folks. Caitlin McDonald, 02. Caitlin will be attending NSCC for Baking and Pastry Arts. Sheridan McDonald, honors with distinction. Sheridan will be going to Cape Breton University for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Sheridan is the recipient of the Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Clara McDougall, honors with distinction. Clara will be going to Acadia University for a Bachelor of Science in Biology. She's receiving an entrance scholarship of $15,500 presented by Alexa Eisner. Ava McIntyre, honors with distinction, French immersion. Ava is going to Dalhousie University for a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. She will be receiving a general entrance award of $3,000 and an SEE Legion bursary of $250, both presented by Sarah Young, a Canadian Parents for French bursary of $250, and an AJM scholarship of $3,000, both presented by Amy Jo Camo, an Elmsdale Fire and Emergency bursary of $500, presented by Selena Smith, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby, as well as an Elmsdale Branch 48 Poppy Fund Bursary of $500 presented by Comrade President Scott Hurdle. Brennan McKinnon, honors with distinction, French immersion. Brennan will be going to Dalhousie for engineering. And Brennan is the recipient of an entrance scholarship of $2,500 presented by Sarah Young, as well as the Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Bailey McLean, honors with distinction. Bailey will be going to St. Francis Xavier University for a Bachelor of Arts in Human Kinetics. Lexi McLean, Acadia University for Bachelor of Science in the fall. She's receiving an entrance scholarship of $1,500 renewable, a resident scholarship of $2,000, an entrance scholarship bursary of $2,000, and a general Legion bursary of $100, all presented by Amy Miller. A Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. And a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Connor McMillan. Connor plans to join the workforce. Gabe McNeil, honors. Gabe will be going to St. Mary's University for a Bachelor of Commerce in the fall. He's a recipient of an entrance scholarship valued at $3,000, as well as a CPA Nova Scotia scholarship of $1,000, both presented by Alexa Eisner. Devin McPhee. Devin will be attending NSCC Ivany campus for aircraft maintenance and technology mechanical program. Devin is the recipient of the Sweet Rewards bursary from the Sweet Spot valued at $500, the SEE Legion bursary of $250, both presented by Holly Beeler-Tatry. Also a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby, and an Elmsdale Branch 48 Poppy Fund bursary of $500 presented by Comrade President Scott Hurdle. Evan McPhee, honors. Evan plans to attend Nova Scotia Community College for mechanical engineering technology. Evan is the recipient of a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary valued at $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Ethan McGuire. Ethan plans on doing an apprenticeship with ATA Elevators for elevator mechanic. Sawyer Maloney, French immersion. Sawyer will be going to Acadia University for a Bachelor of Business Administration and Finance in the fall. Cassidy Manning. Cassidy plans on joining the workforce. Seamus Manning. Seamus plans on joining the Canadian Armed Forces as a gunner. Patrick Mansfield, honors with distinction. Patrick will be attending Acadia University for an engineering degree in the fall. Patrick is the recipient of an entrance scholarship valued at $6,500, an East Hants Ground Search and Rescue bursary of $250, both presented by Danielle Glode, a Braden Bannister Athletic Award of $300, and a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500, both presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, as well as the Elsie Jean Lambert Award from the Legion Dominion Command for $1,780, presented by Amy Miller. Derek Marble. Derek plans on enrolling in NSCC for their plumbing program. Derek is a recipient of the Indian Brook Achievement Award of $5,000, as well as the Indian Brook Education Department Grad Incentive of $1,000, both presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Andrew Masty, honors with distinction. Andrew plans to attend St. Mary's University for astrophysics. Andrew is the recipient of an Indian Brook Achievement Award valued at $5,000, an Indian Brook Education Department Grad Incentive of $1,000, and the Next Gold MK Bursary valued at $1,000, all presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Bella Rose Masty, honors with distinction. Bella plans on attending CAM Institute of Design for Video Game Art and Design. Bella is the recipient of the Indian Brook Achievement Award of $5,000, the Indian Brook Education Department Grad Incentive of $1,000, and the Indian Brook High Achievement Award of $1,000 plus a MacBook Air, all of which are presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Bella Rose will also be receiving the Anna May Pictou Legacy Award of $1,000, presented by Denise Pictou Maloney. Maya Mayhew, French immersion. Maya plans to attend St. FX for University for Nursing. Chase McDonald. Chase plans on joining the Canadian Armed Forces as a gunner. Nolan McLaughlin. Nolan will be attending the Canadian Forces Naval Engineering School for Marine Technician. Orlando Muse. Orlando will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Kinesiology. Orlando is a recipient of an entrance scholarship of $2,000, a resident scholarship of $2,500, both presented by Natalie McLeod Glode, the Lavina Michaels Memorial Bursary of $300, presented by Tiffany Michael, and the Indian Brook Education Department Grad Incentive of $1,000, and the Family Wellbeing Award of $500, both of which are presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Margarita Amelia. Margarita plans on returning home to Italy to finish school. Drew Middlestat, honors with distinction. Drew plans on attending St. Mary's University for a Bachelor's in Science, majoring in Geology. Drew is the recipient of a General Entrance Scholarship of $5,000, the Heather Ferguson Entrance Scholarship of $600, both of which are presented by Lexi Yearlink, as well as the Gold Bond Canada Bursary of $250 presented by Sherry Crowell. Kroll. No. Aiden Moland, honors with distinction. Aiden's future plans include attending Moncton Flight College and enrolling in the Life in Flight program. Aiden is the recipient of a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Victoria Mumford, honors with distinction. Victoria will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for Bachelor of Science in Biology. Victoria is the recipient of a $30,000 entrance scholarship presented by Sherry Kroll, a Legend Poppy Fund bursary presented by of $250 presented by Jen Noel. Am I still saying? Did I say it right that time? Carter Nason. Carter is unsure of his future plans at this time. Derek Nevin. Derek plans on attending NSCC for Game Interactive Art. Derek is the recipient of an Indian Brook Achievement Award of $5,000 as well as an Indian Brook Education Department grad incentive of $1,000, both presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Dawson Noble, Honors CEP. Dawson will be doing apprenticeship for pipe fitter and steam fitter with Gilson Construction. Dawson is the recipient of the 9 Mile River Community Bursary of $200, presented by Denise Noble, as well as a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Carter Norman. Carter plans on joining the workforce. Will Norris, Honors with Distinction. Will be attending Acadia University for engineering. Scotty O'Keefe, Honors with Distinction. Scotty will be going to Dalhousie Agricultural College for a Bachelor of Science. He is the recipient of an entrance scholarship valued at $16,800 and an Enfield Volunteer Fire Department bursary of $500, both presented by Gary Foley. An E.H. Horn School bursary of $1,000 presented by Sandra Garden Cole, and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Aiden Oldreef. Aiden will be attending NSCC for metal fabrication and through the Irving Shipbuilding Marine Trades Initiative. Aiden has received a full scholarship for NSCC, and this is presented by Amy Miller. Carter Parkin, Honors with Distinction. Carter will be going to Mount St. Vincent University for a Bachelor of Arts with an honors in history. He will be getting the entrance scholarship of $12,000 and a Pepsi Cola bursary of $500 presented by Chris Stockdale, as well as an E.H. Horn School bursary of $1,000 presented by Sandra Garden Cole. Brooklyn Perry, Honors. Brooklyn will be going to St. FX, taking a Bachelor's of Science in Chemistry. Brooklyn is the recipient of a Shaw Group Scholarship of $500, presented by Frankie Bishop, a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby, as well as a Melfort Rec bursary of $500 presented by Peter Giffen. Eva Patey. Eva will be attending NSCC for digital animation. Ariana Paul, honors. Ariana will be going to St. FX University for a Bachelor of Science in Physics. Ariana is the recipient of the Chief John Knockwood Award, valued at $300, presented by Stuart Knockwood, an Indian Brook Achievement Award, valued at $5,000, an Indian Brook Department Grad Initiative of $1,000, and the Ground Search and Rescue Sabaganagati $250, all of which are presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Leo Paul. Leo will be taking a gap year, then going into endocrinology. Morgan Peddle. Morgan will be attending St. FX University for psychology. Claire Pelly. Claire will be taking a gap year in Europe. Braden Pembleton. Braden is attending NSCC for electrical construction industrial. Maddie Perrins, honors CEP. Maddie will be attending NSCC, taking the Continuing Care Assistant program. Dallas Peter Paul, CEP. Dallas will be attending Commercial Safety College, taking Heavy Equipment Operator. Dallas is the recipient of a $5,000 Indian Brook Achievement Award, as well as a $1,000 Indian Brook Education Department Grad Incentive, both presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow, as well as the Wilhelmina and Herman Yerlink Sr. Memorial Bursary of $800, presented by Lexi Yerlink. Joe Potter, French Immersion. Joe will be attending NSCC for Applied Media and Communication Arts. Shane Poutney. Shane is unsure of his future plans at this time. Hayden Priest. Hayden will be going to NSCC for electrical construction and industrial. Daniel Quinn, honors with distinction, French immersion. Daniel will be going to Dalhousie University for engineering. Matthew Rayfuse. Matthew will be going to NSCC for plumbing trades. Layla Ransom. Layla will be going to Acadia University for a Bachelor of Business Administration. She is the recipient of a $2,000 entrance scholarship presented by Shannon Myers. Alex Redden. Alex will be attending St. FX for Bachelor of Arts, followed by nursing. Alex is the recipient of a $500 Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Rory Robert. Rory will be taking a gap year before attending university and entering into a kinesiology program. Kathleen Robinson. Kathleen will be attending St. Thomas University for criminal justice. She is the recipient of a $10,000 entrance scholarship presented by Aiden Henderson. Mark Ann Robinson, honors with distinction. Mark Ann will be going to St. Francis Xavier University for Bachelor of Science with a major in biology. She is the recipient of an entrance scholarship valued at $5,000 presented by Perry Colley. Hunter Rogers, honors. Hunter's future plans include either medical lab technologies or digital animation course at NSCC. Zachary Rogers, honors with distinction. Zachary will be going to St. Mary's University for Bachelor of Science with a major in physics. Zachary is the recipient of the Presidential Scholarship valued at $48,000, an athletic scholarship valued at $10,000, an Enfield Volunteer Fire Department bursary of $500, all presented by Sherry Kroll, the Mark Clark Memorial Bursary with King's Hants Liberal Association of $500 presented by MP Cody Blois, the Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, a General Legion Fund Bursary of $100 presented by Chris Stockdale, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Jenna Rose, honors with distinction. Jenna will be going to Mount St. Vincent University for Child and Youth Study. Jenna is the recipient of a $20,000 entrance scholarship presented by Melanie Shinoska, a Next Grad poster scholarship of $100 presented by Alexa Eisner, the Braden Bannister Humble and Kind Bursary of $500, and the Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500, both presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Callie Rowe Paul. Callie will be going to NSCC for Academic and Career Connections program. Callie is the recipient of a $5,000 Indian Brook Achievement Award and an Indian Brook Education Department grad incentive of $1,000, both presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Luciana Sassine, honors with distinction, French immersion. Luciana will be attending Dalhousie for medical sciences. She is the recipient of a general entrance award of $36,000, as well as the Fraser A. Bain Memorial Bursary of $1,500, both presented by Sherry Crowell. I know. Benjamin Lloyd Scawthorne, honors with distinction. Benjamin will be attending Acadia University taking Applied Science and Engineering. He is the recipient of an Academic Achievement Award of $8,000 over 2 years, presented by Amy Miller. Jana May Serrano. Jana is unsure of her future plans at this time. Brooke Seymour. Brooke is attending NSCC Child and Youth Care Program. Daniel Shackleton, 02. Daniel is going to NSCC for metal fabrication. Hayden Shepard, honors. Hayden will be going to St. Mary's University for a Bachelor of Commerce. He is the recipient of an entrance scholarship valued at $4,000 presented by Chris Stockdale, as well as the East Hants Chamber of Commerce $500 bursary presented by Pat Healy. Jesse Shreenan. Jesse will be joining the workforce, but future plans include a profession in the health field. Jesse is the recipient of a Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary valued at $500, presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Desaya Silver, CEP. Desaya will be going to Nova Scotia Community College for electrician. Mackenzie Snow, honors. Mackenzie Snow will be going to Mount St. Vincent University for Bachelor of Business. She is the recipient of a $4,000 entrance scholarship presented by John Nolan. Samantha Snow. Samantha will be taking a gap year. Jessie Saint Laurent, French immersion. Jessie will be joining the armed forces. Spencer Stewart. Spencer plans to attend Moncton Flight College for Aviation. Brooke Stockall, honors with distinction. Brooke plans to attend NSCC for Medical Laboratory Technician. Connor Stone. Connor will be attending Acadia University for a Bachelor of Kinesiology. He is the recipient of an entrance scholarship valued at $1,000, as well as a resident scholarship valued at $2,500, both presented by Gary Foley. Lily Strathdy, honors with distinction. Lily will be going to NSCC for electrical. Emily Tate, honors with distinction. Emily will be attending University of Toronto for Life Sciences. She is the recipient of the Scholar Award for $10,000, as well as a Life Touch bursary of $500, both presented by Stephanie Eisner, as well as an Antigonish County Volunteer Fire Department bursary of $500 presented by Jen Noel. Halen Taylor, O2. Halen is currently enrolled in the Pathways program, taking electrical construction and industrial at NSCC. Cade Tees. Cade plans to continue her apprenticeship with Henderson Electric Installation. Jesse Telfer. Jesse will be returning to HERH in the fall. Thunder Thomas. Thunder plans to join the workforce. Thunder is the recipient of the Sean Maloney Memorial Award of $500 presented by Charlene Copage, as well as the Indian Brook Education Department grad incentive of $1,000 and the Family Wellbeing Award of $500, both presented by Chief Michelle Glasgow. Josie Thompson, honors with distinction. Josie plans to attend Dalhousie Agricultural University, focusing on environmental science. Josie is the recipient of a general entrance scholarship valued at $3,000, an early entrance scholarship valued at $3,000, and an athletic scholarship valued at $2,000, all of which are being presented by Ashley Cameron. She is also the recipient of the Braden Bannister Memorial Bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister. Julia Travis, honors O2. Julia will be attending New Brunswick Community College for early childhood education. Carly Treen. Carly will be taking a gap year and hopes to attend community college in the future. Macy Tucker. Macy will be attending NASCAD University, taking a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Cody Turner. Cody plans to join the workforce. Jada Van Wyck. Jada plans on taking a gap year with future plans to become a forensic psychologist. Juliet Verhag, honors with distinction. Juliet will be attending Mount St. Vincent University for a Bachelor of Science. She's the recipient of a $38,000 entrance scholarship, as well as a $500 Pepsi Cola bursary of $500, both presented by Jen Noel. Michael Verhag, honors with distinction. Michael will be going to St. FX for a Bachelor of Science and a diploma in engineering, and then going to Dalhousie for an engineering degree. He is the recipient of a $7,000 entrance scholarship and a Hants East Young New Democrat scholarship of $250, both presented by Alexa Eisner. Colby White, CEP. Colby will be joining the Armed Forces. Eric Williams. Eric will be attending the Building Trades Advancement College of Nova Scotia for Electrical Construction and Industrial Pre-Employment Program. He's the recipient of the Ian Meadows Memorial Bursary valued at $500, presented by Sandra Garden Cole, and a Richie Gilby Memorial Bursary of $350, presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Allison Wood, honors with distinction. Allison will be attending St. Mary's University, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. She's the recipient of a $5,000 entrance award and a $500 Pepsi Cola bursary, both of which are being presented by Ashley Cameron. Sophie Woolridge, honors with distinction. Sophie will be attending Dalhousie University for Bachelor of Nursing, followed by a physiotherapy degree. She is the recipient of a $3,000 entrance award and a $3,000 early entrance award, both of which are being presented by Amy Miller. Anna Young, honors with distinction. Anna plans on attending Dalhousie University for medical science. She is the recipient of an $18,000 entrance scholarship and a General Legion Fund bursary of $100, both presented by Alexa Eisner, a Braden Bannister Memorial bursary of $500 presented by Angie and Jeff Bannister, and a Richie Gilby Memorial bursary of $350 presented by Brianna and Megan Gilby. Mia Zhang. Mia plans to return to Korea and take the Korean College Scholastic Ability Test. Graduating in absentia are Ethan Griffiths, who plans to join the workforce, Helen Hilt, honors, who also plans to join the workforce, Trey Kirkland, who is unsure of their future plans, and Brody Malloy. Graduates, today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. You've worked hard, grown stronger, and earned every bit of this moment. Could I please have you stand, graduates? As a symbol of your achievement, please now move your tassel from the right side to the left. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it. We now invite Ms. Miller to the stage to introduce our valedictorian.
Good afternoon, faculty, proud parents, family members, friends, and of course, the exceptional class of 2025. Today, I have the great honor of introducing someone who has not only excelled in every subject, but also managed to do it without ever looking even remotely stressed, except maybe when trying to avoid being eliminated from senior assassin, AKA Splashin'. This student has impressed all of us, not just with top-notch grades, but with his perseverance, leadership, and determination, both academically and athletically. He has been a standout in the classroom with his work ethic, a leader among his peers, and most impressively, a person who has never once asked, "Do I need to know this?" in the middle of a lesson. I've watched him tackle challenges with a calm demeanor, a dry sense of humor, and for over a month, pull off wearing swimming goggles to class all day. So while the rest of the class was figuring out how to get through senior year, Jagger was out here setting the curve and still managing to be a genuinely kind, outgoing, and supportive member of our school community. It is my privilege to introduce your valedictorian, Jagger Douglas.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank everybody who voted for me, and I'm honored to be up here to represent our class. First off, I'd like to say a thank you to all the teachers and lunch supervisors that had to put up with us throughout our 4 years. I know we never made it easy for them, especially Miss McNulty's Chem 11 class. I'm truly surprised she had the patience to put up with us for as long as she did and finish the semester. Then there's Miss Forrester's Physics 12 class, where one half of the room, well besides Ava, was so disruptive we had to be placed in single rows for a week to get us to behave. We can't forget about Miss Densmore, who all let us into our classroom at lunch throughout our time here. I would also like to thank the school board for finally paving the parking lot. I thought that it would never be done and our cars were going to lose a few tires by the end of the year. On a personal note, I'd also like to thank my parents, Jim and Jackie, for supporting me through all of my life. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Lord that I never have to look at the Strive to Thrive group chat ever again. For me personally, I'd like to look back on some memories of HERH. We started here while masks were still required, and we were all so nervous to even roam the halls at lunch. We all wanted to fit in, so we did what the bigger kids did and went to Tim's and Picasso Pizza. Then there was grade 10. We were a little older and thought we were the coolest kids in school. Spoiler alert, we were just as bad as when we were in grade 9. At this time, we were getting into some high school sports and clubs. For me personally, I was part of the rugby team where I have made countless memories with all my teammates and coaches. We also learned that we would be the last grade 9s that would have to write exams. I guess the teachers thought we were the only grade that could handle it. Then there was grade 11, where the most popular people were the ones that got their license the earliest. We all just wanted to go to Don's, KFC, and DQ so badly. We also started to take courses that we enjoyed, and we're looking at what future careers we could get. Now the big year, grade 12. Although it's been short, so much has happened. We were told that we were going to have a phone ban at the start of the year, but everyone knew that it was only going to last a month before every kid was texting away in class. Then the hockey boys were protesting against the farmer's tractor by parking sideways on the soccer field. Senior splashing took up a lot of the guys' time in April and May as we were all trying to not get soaked at not only school, but functions too. I also loved hearing about the many car crashes every other week, especially the ones in the front of the exit of the school. We also cannot forget about our class clown. We all know who I'm talking about, always up to no good. I'd also like to give a round of applause to our girls' hockey and rugby teams for bringing home banners this year. On a serious note, over our 4 years at HERH, we have raised over $200,000 for cancer research. Relay for Life has brought us together to achieve a positive goal of raising money to beat cancer. In high school, we began as kids, just trying to get through the school day to come home to play games or hang out with friends. We made memories, whether it was laughing through an entire class or failing a test. Good and bad, we all have had experiences that we will remember for the rest of our lives. HERH saw us at our best and worst, but we kept showing up. We all achieved growth, and it shaped who we are today and who we will become. Uncertainty. It's what we're all feeling. Some of us are going to be taking a gap year to build up some money. Some of us are going to post-secondary next year. Some of us are even going straight into the workforce to get an early start at a career. Regardless of what you're doing, we've made it. We're adults now. And more importantly, high school graduates. We all have different paths ahead of us, but all the same fears. But as you navigate through these fears, just remember, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Congratulations, we made it.
The Queen Elizabeth II Medal is awarded to the graduating student who has demonstrated a superior achievement in school studies in all 3 years of high school and has achieved an outstanding record in all aspects of school and community involvement. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Sophie Holman. The Governor General's Medal, established in 1873, recognizes the student who has achieved the highest academic average based on their final grade 11 and grade 12 marks. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Zach Rogers.
I'll bring this down a little. Well, what an afternoon. It's certainly been a pleasure being part of your journey. Now is your chance to move on to bigger and better things. We look forward to hearing what is next to be written. I did want to say, too, not only do we have an amazing group of graduates, but as you can see by all the awards that were given out today, we have just an amazing community support. So can we just give a round of applause for that? In just a moment, we're going to be finishing up our afternoon. We ask that when graduates leave, that you also wait for the stage guests to follow behind them, and then families and guests can follow suit after that. I also want to remind the graduates, this was important from practice this morning, that you continue walking to the cafeteria or to the courtyard. Otherwise, we'll have a big traffic jam out here. And then I certainly invite families to join in the cafeteria or the courtyard for lots of photo opportunities. Also, any student, and there were lots of them, that received a Braden Bannister Award, you can pick up your Stay Humble and Kind sign in the office as you leave. So on that note, thank you all for coming. Merci beaucoup. Walalio. On behalf of the staff of Hants East Rural High, we congratulate you. We are proud. Go out into the world and represent us like we know you can. Once a tiger, always a tiger. Graduates, please stand. The floor is yours. Congratulations.